Dun, 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 dun. Dragging me to the ground. Just like the pain that's controlling me. I won't let it keep me down. I'll make it through to the other side. Trial and scarred and born. Alright. I ain't gonna lie. I took a little bit of a nap before stream. Yo, Ron, what's good? I took a little bit of a nap before stream, so yeah. Hold on, give me one second. I'm getting everything set up for right now. Not gonna lie, I was gonna stream yesterday. My PC crashed, so I'm hoping the same thing doesn't happen today. Yo, Nick, what's going on? I'm hoping the same thing does not happen again today where my computer crashes. But yeah, we got RE5. What did you think? I know that you saw the RE5 reveal. You know, Reynolds and saw Grandma and she was screaming at us. Jay-Z on the Red. Hold up. What else we got? We're gonna play some Leon Must Die. Oh wow, why is this still going? What the? What the? Hold up, wait, why is this still going? Okay, there we go. I'll turn this down for my But like, what do you think? We got the RE5 remake coming.
Get Brentwood locked down.
What? Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah. He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
Oh my god, dude, this analog stick, bro. I'm gonna casually sneak over here and grab this gun. But yeah, like, what do we think?
Won't let him get away.
And also, I'm sorry, yesterday's stream ended up completely, my PC ended up completely just shitting itself, so. Whoa. Oh, I didn't grab the chainsaw. Oh, you. This game will not. Why will you not let me grab the chainsaw? This game will not let me get the chainsaw. This game will not let me grab the chainsaw. I hope to see a trailer sometime soon, but for the RE5 remake, can't wait right now because Code Veronica. Yeah, right now it's Code Veronica remakes then. Yeah, we're obviously gonna go to RE5, but I don't know how people are gonna react to RE5 getting. I'm not RE5, but RE6. If they can make RE6 work. my god! But yeah, they can make. But yeah, I think they're gonna like after like since they're doing the remixes, which sound crazy, they're gonna do RE5 next. I mean not RE5, RE6 next. And everybody hates RE6. So if they can somehow in some way, I've heard RE6 is bad, but if they can somehow in some way make RE6 good. Like, do you think they're gonna make RE6 good if they do a remake for it? Because like RE6 is the next one that they're gonna make.
Get Brentwood locked down.
Yeah, Brentwood locked down.
Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
But yeah, they are gonna do that one too. And by the way, yes, I will be streaming the Wolverine news here in a second. Okay, another shotgun. That sounds tactical. I'm gonna run over here real quick.
Let him get away.
Yes, you are. I need more stuff, bro. But I'm not gonna lie. I took a nap earlier and I almost forgot I had to stream. The only thing good about RE6 was the mercenaries. The gameplay of mercenaries was really good whenever I saw it. Give me the chainsaw. Whoa. Oh yeah, I forgot you can actually do that in this game. I forgot really can. No! No! But yeah, it seems like with RE5, it's gonna be good. Like I know that you probably saw the cover. I was like, they're actually gonna do the same cover as our Refuge. Like, nah, they're not.
That went well.
I'm gonna keep this chainsaw. Okay, yeah, he's in this room. But yeah, it seems like they are going to be doing it right. That also means, oh god, that also means an RE5. Oh gosh, that's gonna be. I hope that if they're gonna do that, they have to bring back the voice actor for well, they obviously bring back the voice actor for Chris. So it doesn't matter. Oh, and plus we're gonna react to some Wolverine takes today because apparently people are saying the game is bad, even though the game hasn't dropped and stuff like that. So we're gonna be reacting to stuff like that today too. People are saying that the Wolverine game is bad because Jean Grey's in the game, and I was like, yeah, okay. If Capcom's gonna make RE5 remake, I hope they don't make your partner not as dumb and have them waste ammo. Yeah. Well, anyway, that comes with everything nowadays. Like, your partner will waste ammo in almost every game for some odd reason. I think the only game that doesn't do that, I haven't seen any other game that does that really well, other than, I want to say, Last of Us. The problem is, it all depends on like how your partner reacts.
Here.
Increase the power of shotgun. Yeah, that's the reason why it all depends on that. Oh gosh, no, recovery now. We'll do this. Feature on Leon's kernel launch. We'll do that one first. I'll take all of this ammo. Time to climb. I was gonna say, thank goodness they cannot climb. Yeah, it honestly just makes the most sense, honestly, though, that they would. Reloading, go here, grab this, please, thank you, and... Yes! I don't know why, every single time whenever I am playing the Raccoon City section, it's almost every single time. It's a guarantee this is gonna happen every single time whenever I play. Oh, okay, I think my build's cooked. I'm not gonna lie, the build might be cooked. Yeah, no, let's not go to Giddy.
Here we go.
Oh, thank goodness we're med injectors. Alright, I'm gonna fight the boss now. I'm gonna fight Gideon. I'm gonna risk fighting level 20 Gideon.
Spencer's mission is through me, and I will see that it is brought to fruition.
And how many more will have to die for that?
It seems your skills have diminished. Sacrifices must be made! In the grand scheme of lives.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
Open your eyes! Humanity is full of drooling imbeciles. They need me, a leader to guide them into a glorious new future.
The humanity I know is far more capable than you realize. They don't want your leadership.
Even if I die, my master's vision will live forever!
And I'll make sure that fucked up vision dies with you.
You don't have the power to save anyone.
Ah, I was so close.
My master's future! Absolute!
Seems you're reaching your limit.
Oh, dude, I forgot. I forgot it always does that. Okay. I keep reading about that. See, look, I can beat Gideon so easily, dude. Alright, we're gonna react to some Wolverine stuff. Alright. I can beat Gideon. It's just damn near well, like not damn near impossible, but like it's possible. Like you saw like how good I was doing up until the axe broke. Banana. Hold up, give me 1 second. I'm at the hold up. Dun, 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 dun. I love the song they use for this. Through the Darkness is a peak song. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. Away to the sun. Drawing skyborn. Bro, I freaking love that song. Hold up. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, we're chilling. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna... Wow, chat, I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, there we go. I had to... Sooner Leon and Ari must die. I finally got that one challenge on Mr. X where you had to do 5,000 damage to him. 5,000. Okay. Wait, how long did it take you to do the 5,000 damage? Yo, Cap, what's good? We gotta check out Evan's video. I missed a lot. We're gonna react to, I think we'll save that take for later on anyways. We already, oh wait, yeah, Evan dropped the video. It's just so weird though, like I said before, like there's so much drama around Wolverine, it needs to be studied. Like people don't want to enjoy a game. But yeah, it wasn't easy, but I finally got it. You have to do 5,000 damage to Mr. X in that fight. I think I know where I'm gonna get all the damage from. We're gonna go ahead and check out this Wolverine. We're gonna check out Evan's video real quick. And plus we have some brand new day stuff too that I want to check out, because like I've been out of the loop with Wolverine. Well, not the Wolverine stuff, but the brand new day stuff. I saw a leaked picture this morning, and I think I'm ready for that movie. Give me 1 second though, chat. All right, I'm back. But like, if I'm gonna be real, the reason why people are saying that they don't care about, the reason why people are saying that the game is trash is because like, oh no, the game's gonna be horrible because you have Wolverine doing stuff. It's like, why? It's like, that's the point. And Wolverine saving mutants is literally part of it. It's flat out part of it. We also have to react to Cabooses video too. We need to react to Cabooses first. Do you guys want to react to Caboose or Evans first? Or do you want to do, we have to do, there's a lot of Wolverine stuff. Most of it around Wolverine saving mutants. Most of it around Wolverine just saving mutants. There's another. I saw a take last night where it was like, Wolverine should not be saving mutants. Wolverine should not be helping female. Wolverine should not be helping Jean Grey. Alright, we're gonna react to all of it. We're gonna react to all of it. We probably might react to a horrible take tomorrow. Because there's one take that I want to get Chaos in for. There's one take that I actually want to get my friend Chaos on call for. Don't give a, yeah. Wolverine should not be helping mutants. They got kidnapped by evil cyborgs. Like the whole entire thing is like, they said this about the first trailer, and it's like they don't really care about it. It's like, here's the thing, like they always say like the most, like they always say the exact same thing, and after it's like the gameplay, what are you talking about the gameplay itself? But let's go ahead and react to Caboose's video real quick. I'm gonna bring up Caboose's video. I got Evan's video up, so we're gonna react to Evan's next, but I do want to check out Caboose's video first. And Marvel lawsuit, yeah, we probably might have to react to die. We still gotta check out that Marvel Tokon trailer still. And let me go to Caboose's video. Like, what are the complaints? Like, I didn't even see Caboose's video. What was he saying in his? Or was it the same thing? Oh yeah, we got like 1, 2, 3, but we gotta react to his Wolverine takes video.
You guys, I'm fed up. Okay.
We're back. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm fed up. I hate making videos like this where I am going to be genuinely upset, but I have seen some takes online about the Wolverine game that are baffling. Like
yeah.
Stuff that is just, it's like, it's boggling my mind. I'm watching people talk about this game in probably the most disingenuous way possible, and I'm also starting to see this like incredibly forced hate towards Insomniac just because Spider-Man 2 and the third.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up, chat. Give me 1 second. Hold up, give me 1 second. Oh, Lee, I almost just, okay. Give me 1 second, chat, hold on. There's like a lot of bad takes. I already saw someone complain about why is Wolverine, like, why does Wolverine have to have a suit? Why does he have to have a suit? Why does he have to have a suit? It's why he has an indestructible skeleton. Adamantium doesn't make him indestructible. his metal skeleton doesn't, his adamantium skeleton does not make him indestructible, bruh.
Act specifically of that game wasn't everybody's cup of tea. So today,
Yeah.
we're gonna bring some receipts, okay? We're gonna rant a little bit, and you know what? This is a rated M game, so this is not going to be a video that is for the younger audience.
Exactly.
I am so tired of this shit. All right, let's just be real. I'm gonna say this much, okay? Firstly, hit the thumbs up button. We're just gonna get that out of the way. Secondly, there's gonna be a lot of tweets that I'm gonna show you guys here. I am not going to be showing you the profile names or the people that made these tweets. The idea of this video isn't to then get you to go on Twitter and attack these people, okay? At the end of the day, for as annoyed as I might be about some of these opinions, they are opinions.
Some of them are weird,
at the
actually.
End of the day, we're talking about superheroes. None of this is really that serious. But I haven't had an opportunity to just sit here and rant with you guys in a very, very long time, and I would like to, okay?
Yeah.
It started with a tweet that I saw somebody put out where they showed 4 images from the Insomniac Marvel Universe. Wolverine now being one of those games, but also the Spider-Man games included.
Yeah.
And the tweet, which ended up getting like 3 million views and got a lot of attention online, was saying, it's the most boring version of the Marvel Universe in decades. Genuinely an accomplishment. Let me get this fucking straight. Okay, let me
It's actually not. Like, it's their own original universe. Like, they can do whatever they want.
understand something here, all right? In the same world that we all live in, where we got Sony villain movies, okay? In the same
Yeah.
world that we all live in, where we got the Avengers,
Where they got the Avengers
Wolverine
games.
game, and Insomniac's Spider-Man is the most boring Marvel universe we've had in decades. You're saying
The Avengers game was so bad.
that a universe that was created to spin off Spider-Man villains and build a Sinister Six where there's no Spider-Man is a better universe, a more interesting universe than the Insomniac Marvel ones. What fucking planet are we, like, what is going on here? Are we actually genuinely just collectively losing our minds? And mind you, again, a lot of this really does seem to stem from incredibly forced hate towards Marvel Spider-Man 2. I have talked about this time and time again. It is okay if you don't like the game.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make here is not to say that you're wrong if you don't like Spider-Man 2. It is totally understandable if that game didn't work for you in some ways. For me, it works in a lot of ways. But the point that I always try to make to people online,
Like, the thing is that, like, okay, chat, here's the thing. I like Spider-Man 2. I just think that Venom was rushed and it didn't feel like there was enough time with Venom. That's my only thing. Everything else is good. Like everything else is good, like, from the start to the second act. Where it throws you off is literally right after, like what throws you off is right after Kraven dies. There's a random switch that just feels weird. And here's the thing with what they were originally gonna do with Spider-Man 2. Like here's the thing. Like, even in the interviews, they said the third act was rushed. Like, Insomniac flat out said, like, they said that they had another thing that they had their, what I'm pretty sure, even though there was a lot in that league which involved like multiple symbiotes, and god dang, you had us playing God of War. But it seems like what they had in the leaks for Venom and what they had planned for Venom was going to be better than what they had with the original game. But Sony came in and was like, no, cut some stuff. Like, I can say, like, I still like Spider-Man 2. But Kraven is more, like, here's the thing. Kraven is more of a memorable villain than Venom is in that game. I'll say that. Like, I'll give it that.
is that they need to stop speaking in absolutes, and they need to stop pretending that that opinion, that not liking Spider-Man 2, that thinking the third act is bad, or whatever it might be, That is not the majority opinion about the game. It got a 90 on Metacritic. It was nominated for Game of the Year.
And won
it
0.
sold
Sorry, I had to say
11
something. Sorry.
plus million copies.
It's still, yeah, it's
That's
still a good
the last
game.
report that we know about it, by the way. We don't even know how many it sold today. It won several DICE awards. It is by every measurable metric that you could point to a game's success, successful. And if all else failed, okay, if you weren't to factor
And it went
in
gold in
critic
like the
reviews,
first like
if you
2
weren't
weeks.
to factor in high sales, if you weren't to factor in the Game of the Year nominees, it was also incredibly well reviewed from the users, from the people who play the game. It has a very positive rating on Steam. It's got like somewhere in the 8 or a 9 area on Metacritic from user reviews. Most people like the game. But Twitter, the bubble that they live in, want you to be convinced that most people don't like the game. And by extension of that now, they're all trying to convince you that everything that Insomniac has done with their Marvel Games universe is all bad. And now, to piggyback off that, or to take it a step further, we have these just batshit insane takes about Marvel's Wolverine that are so incredibly disingenuous. Here's a tweet from an individual I saw that it left me dumbfounded. They said that Wolverine is an odd choice for...
Hold up. Wolverine is an odd choice for a video game because he's not a very versatile or interested standalone character like Batman and Spider-Man. Both have versatile skill sets and tons of gadgets. Wolverine has claws and healing. And he's rumpy. That's an interesting take. Wolverine has a really cool skill set.
a video game because he's not a very versatile or interesting stand.
And also, Wolverine is a very interesting standalone character. Like in the comics, and keep in mind, in the comics and in the movies as well, Wolverine's his own guy. Like, he only gets involved with the X-Men if one of his villains is working with the same person that the X-Men are fighting.
Standalone character, like, what are we talking about? They say that Batman and Spider-Man both have very versatile skill sets and tons of gadgets. Wolverine has claws and healing, and he's grumpy. And mind you, a lot of people started to say that this person is LARPing, clearly their fandom for Wolverine, and not really paying attention to the treasure trove of amazing Wolverine stories from the comic books. This person ended up responding, like, essentially saying, I'm paraphrasing, but they basically said, I don't need to read comics to know that he's a boring character. Like, what are we doing?
What? What? Wait.
Ended up responding, like, essentially saying, I'm paraphrasing, but they basically said, I don't need to read comics to know that he's a boring...
I don't need to read comics. I don't read a fucking comic book. I don't have to. I've seen 10 feature films with Wolverine in them, 3 of which are standalone Wolverine stories, 1 of which is pretty good. I watched the cartoon and played the X-Men video games. I think I know a good amount. I'm gonna assume the one that this person's talking about is Logan. And Logan is a really good Wolverine movie. It's a really good Wolverine story. So it's like, you say he's a boring character. like this person said that Wolverine's a boring character, but watches Logan. And he thinks that Wolverine is not an interesting character. When he loves Logan.
Character, like, what are we doing? To say that Wolverine the character that wasn't originally an X-Men, but is now the most popular X-Men out of every single one of them, and even to most people out there, is seen as the leader of the team, even though Cyclops actually is.
Yeah.
To say that that character is an odd...
Which is actually the reason why him and Cyclops want to get into fights, because like because there's the thing, Wolverine is with the X-Men, Cyclops wants to control him. It's the reason why they always get into fights. Yo, also Dallas. Joe, Drew, what's going on? RDJ's under there. Yo, that's fire. RJ Drew. Why do you look like RDJ's Iron? Why do you look like me? Why do I look like you? Why do you look like me?
choice for a video game to say that a character that is probably on the Mount Rushmore of Marvel heroes is not deserving of his own game is lunacy. But guys, it gets so much worse. It actually gets so much worse. Yeah. There was a tweet from Dexerto that talked about an excerpt from Insomniac in an interview they did with IGN.
Oh, and also, chat, you guys should have saw an Otaku article. They were upset that the Wolverine game has gore and limbs getting chopped off, and it's like, I don't know what's going on when they're giving you an option to turn the gore off, but
Insomniac spoke a little bit about the fact that the X-Men currently don't exist in this Marvel universe.
Oh yeah,
this is honestly
everybody crashed after hearing that.
In general, created a lot of discourse online, and people have pointed out, like, why are we doing this thing where Spider-Man's 8 years into his career but hasn't fought Green Goblin? Why are we doing this thing where we're starting off a Wolverine game, Jean Grey is older, but the X-Men don't exist? And it prompted me to tweet out and talk about the fact that, like, this is crazy for people to think that the comics are allowed to reboot, are allowed to tell new origins, rewrite stories completely, and try all sorts of new things.
On One More Day. I can bring up the One More Day. I can bring up the One More Day stuff because One More Day completely crapped on No Way Home completely crapped on the comic. Nah, I'm leaving the blood and gore on. Nothing wrong with a little blood and guts. Exactly. Like, you should have saw okay, I'll let you know before I even started recording the Healing Factor video, or not even whenever I was about to make the, I think it was either the Healing Factor video or just whenever the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that, Kotaku wrote an article saying that Wolverine, I clicked on it, by the way. I started to go through it, and they said they had a problem, and they were wondering why Wolverine in this game is slicing apart people's limbs, and why is there blood and guts, and it's just like, they're giving you an option to turn the gore off, but okay. The Wolverine comes out on September 15th during the NFL season. Avengers Doomsday's marketing's gonna be. They're gonna drop the trailer during one of the games. I promise you, they're gonna drop the trailer during one of the games. It's the same thing with Spider-Man 2. But yeah, this pretty much just sums it up right here. This is legitimately me every single time when someone says that, like, a movie has to adapt certain things from the comics.
Stories completely.
Whenever they don't have to. Because sometimes things are way better in the movie than they are in a comic.
Sorts of new things, but as soon as a medium outside a comic.
Yeah, every single fan has a meltdown whenever any sort of movie or game legitimately doesn't do what they expect.
Tries it. Everyone collectively loses their minds.
As soon
as a film, TV show, or video game tries to have their own unique take on a beloved character, all of a sudden it's like, no, we can't do new things. We need to handcuff these creatives.
You know what's crazy too is that I can bring up Pierce from I can bring up Pierce for Wolverine, by the way. Or at least not for Wolverine. I can bring up Pierce from a Logan movie. Donald Pierce does not wear. Hold up, let me actually look this up. Because, like, I like Pierce, but I like Pierce in the movies. It's Wolverine. He's not a kid friendly. He's not. He's not supposed to be kid friendly. And people want to get butthurt about Wolverine being too violent. It's like what? Like, keep in mind, like, whenever I saw my first Wolverine movie, specifically X-Men Origins Wolverine, I see claws coming out of a person, and I see him getting that adamantium skeleton put into his body, and I immediately flat out see him fight Sabretooth. Pretty much anybody in that movie. He slices them apart. A good like a good example of this is flat out in Apocalypse. Like, we see blood everywhere. You're saying, yeah, like it. Like you see him like they don't show it, but like they actually scratch that they do show it because it's literally at the end of the scene. You see a person screaming and you see blood on a wall. But like anybody that wants to know, I'm pretty sure Donald Pierce does not have a trench coat in the comics. Like, I don't really like comparing this, but like Pierce in the comics does not have a trench coat. Actually, wait a minute, never mind. He does have a trench coat, but like they do not act the same. Like, there's like multiple versions of Pierce that I could use. They need, yeah, exactly. They need to be way more positive about everything. It's kind of like they don't really care about it because like Pierce does not look like this at all in Logan. He looks like this. And mind you, Pierce is my favorite Wolverine villain, by the way. Pierce in the movie has a trench coat. And has a tattoo on his neck. Another thing too is that Pierce isn't Southern. Mind you, Pierce and Logan is Southern. I'm not sure if Pierce is Southern in the comics, but I'm not sure. Like, keep in mind, I've hardly read any comics with Pierce in them, but like, Pierce is not the same as he is in the comics. As like in the comic that I read. So, and also, he doesn't wear a black shirt in the comics at all. Like, oh, and by the way, also another thing too. Also, just a quick reminder. If we're actually gonna go off of that too, like, they're not gonna adapt everything 1-to-1. Like, for Spider-Man, like for Spider-Man Brand New Day, they're having Jean Grey. Like for a Brand New Day, they're having Jean Grey in there. Like, are we going to say that it's so weird because like, are we gonna say that Spider-Man's like, okay, I'll give him credit for that. Okay, I'll argue. Okay, I'll give him credit for that because I do not like that Iron Spider suit that they gave him in not in Civil War, in Avengers Endgame. I do not like that suit at all. I'll say that I do not like that suit. I prefer his suit in the comic. I prefer his Iron Spider suit in the comic because it looks clean, but they're not gonna do everything 1-to-1. That's like in Civil War, you had like every single Marvel super, like you had like every single, and so like in Civil War you had every single person in that comic. Like you had every single person in that comic. Like you had the Fantastic Four, like you had everybody. Like they were siding, like they were siding with both sides pretty much. Long story, you had way more superheroes on Cap and Iron Man's teams in the comic. They cannot do that for a movie. They don't have time to. They don't have time to do that. Reptiles should be in the game. Yeah, I feel it. They need to be in the game. I want Doc Ock to be in there. I want Doc Ock to be in Tokon. I want Venom. I want to see. Well, they already have Magic and Wolverine in there. I want to see if Deadpool's gonna be in the game because, like, I want Deadpool to be like, I want Deadpool to flat out just randomly just bring out a rocket launcher.
And make them do the same thing that we already know from the comic books.
Again, that would be boring if they did.
Before. I had somebody arguing with me where I was trying to explain to them that the reason why they're upset is because they want this Wolverine game to be a certain way that they like, rather than judging the game based on the way that it currently is. And I feel like that's become a big problem in general with the way that people criticize everything. A lot of people approach criticism for games, movies, whatever it may be, from the standpoint of, this is how I wanted it to be, versus the standpoint of, this is how it is, and I'm judging it based on the way that it currently exists.
Oh yeah, you should have saw people complaining about the suit. Wait, hold up. Wait, if he's gonna have the whole entire, if he's like someone like, okay, I saw someone complaining about the suit and complaining that Wolverine should not be wearing armor. If that's in here,
Wolverine, I feel, is really suffering that fate right now online, where a lot.
Yo, Dr. Bumcheeks, how are you? Hey Phoenix, I'm a big fan. Hey Phoenix, big fan of your videos. Keep it up. I appreciate it.
A lot of people.
By the way, also, I just want to point out, they did their own thing with the symbiote, by the way, in Spider-Man 2, and no one was complaining about that. They made Harry Venom. Twice.
Want the X-Men to already exist, rather than just letting Insomniac tell their own unique story about how we build to the X-Men. But back to the Dexerto tweet, it mentions that...
And they also had the symbiote. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that, too. Yeah, they also had the symbiote in Spider-Man 2 directly connected to Kraven's Last Hunt. And also Spider-Man Hunted, where Kraven has hunters, and they did their own thing to adapt it. And Kraven in that game is accurate. Like, I don't understand. Like I don't understand. They have a accurate Kraven. You're the first YouTuber to say my name. To say my name in full. Hello, I appreciate it. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Your name's funny, Ray. I appreciate it. I like funny names. Heck, I have a friend on Discord whose name is just Butcher, whose name is Frenchie's Left. I'm not even gonna say what it. I'm not even gonna say it, but like, you know, if you've seen The Boys, But you would like they took Kraven's Last Hunt and Hunted and swapped it up a little bit. They made the symbiote attached to Kraven's Last Hunt for their own thing. So it's like it's so weird because like they say they want an accurate story, whatever. Kraven is whatever. They said they want an accurate adaptation of a character, and they end up getting that in a game where they had Kraven going through multiple comic references in the game that they pulled from to make Kraven completely accurate, but also adding a little bit of a twist to it. I'm just pointing out, I like when these people say they want accuracy and it should be done a correct way whenever a character in a game is completely accurate. All they did was just change something.
At one point, Wolverine was a part of Team X before the events of the story in Marvel's Wolverine. And so many people in the replies genuinely thought, instead of just doing a quick little thing with the cool like keyboard you have in front of you where you Google something, they thought Team X was this game.
We need Agent Venom. Oh, we do need Agent Venom. Wait, hold up. What was he gonna say?
Version of the X-Men.
No, they're not.
Guys, Team X exists in the comic books. Team X is a thing from the comic books. Wolverine was a part of an
Team
actual
X.
Team X that comes from the comics. This is a separate team.
I can tell if this is Iron Fist back there. No, it's weird. I don't know. This is Iron Fist back there because I'm looking at the mask, but like I'm not gonna say
From
anything.
the X-Men, pick up a damn book before you start tweeting and saying some stupid shit online. So you've got all.
Exactly. He was also on Team X in the movie. He was also on Team X in the movie. He was on Team X in the movie as well and left. Fought Sabretooth. Well, technically speaking, Sabretooth beat him in their first fight, but and then after that went on to get adamantium to then help Sabretooth and him jumping their version of Deadpool.
All these people LARPing in the comment section like they're the biggest X-Men or Wolverine fans in the world and have no idea about what actually has happened with this character in his history. And then we have another tweet here from somebody that's saying that Spider-Man, the first game, was an 8 out of 10. Miles Morales was a 6.7.
Real Steel is a goated movie. Real Steel is a goated movie. I love that movie. Too bad we won't get Real Steel 2 though. I absolutely loved Real Steel. Oh, the Hulk boss is in this game, but since Logan's first appearance suit is in the deluxe edition and not an unlockable after you get it surviving the Hulk. I'm thinking Hulk may not be in this game. We'll see. I think there are certain things that like Insomniac wants to keep us as a surprise because there was a lot of stuff in. I believe in Spider-Man. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff in Spider-Man 2 that randomly came out as a surprise. Like you had Doctor Strange in there. Like you had like a lot of references to like other characters that are active. So, but I do think though, like if Hulk's gonna be in the game, I think it would be kind of similar to. I do think that if we were to fight Hulk, it would be similar to God of War. Like it would just be like God of War almost, like for the Atreus bear fight at the start of the game, where you're fighting him and and then after that you pretty much have to wear him down to get him back into his Bruce form, and then after that he's gonna be like, where the heck am I? And after that Wolverine explains to him that he's in Madripoor and that he needs to leave. I think that would be cool. But yeah, we'll see. I think that he is gonna be in the game though, if they are gonna take the God of War route. And I think them taking the God of War stuff, I think them taking inspiration from God of War and mixing it in with what we already saw is perfect. Even though, I thought of ways to make Wolverine an open world game. I'm not mad it's a linear game. Even though it would be fire though if it was like an open world game where you can where a Hulk catches you off guard. Or the class suit. If they have the suit, I want to say if they have the suit from the Wolverine vs. Hulk movie, I will wear that suit. If they don't, I will end up wearing the brown and tan suit. Can we not sit here and be honest about Insomniac? They aren't gods. They haven't produced a bulletproof system in their games. in their games have only. There's no bulletproof system. There isn't a bulletproof system.
5 out of 10, and that Spider-Man 2 is a 4 out of 10. They say here, can we not sit here and be honest about Insomniac? They aren't gods.
There isn't a bulletproof system. What? Wolverine can still get shot at.
Haven't produced
He's not Luke Cage.
a bulletproof system, and their games have only gotten worse. Doubting Wolverine is completely valid.
I would also like it if Hulk just jumps you out of nowhere fighting him, and Hulk's just leaping everywhere after the fight, and the game just doesn't explain what happened, but we know it's Hulk. Exactly. I think that would be fire. It would be kind of like, spoilers by the way, for anybody that didn't see the Marvel Spider-Man 2 leaks, Venom was actually going to come out of nowhere and just randomly just jump us if we were fighting someone. And also, that would be fire. I remember Logan told me to shut the fuck up in Deadpool, yeah. This was fire. If we get I don't want to say a rebuild of the bar scene, but I think we are.
Based on footage and their track record. Okay, yeah. Their track
Wait. I didn't even get a chance to read the whole entire doubting Wolverine is completely valid based on footage, and they're using leaked footage.
Wolverine is completely valid based on footage and their track record. Okay, yeah. Their track record of getting nominated for Game of the Year and selling millions upon millions of
Make sure to leave a like on the
games.
stream.
Yes, their track record, it's in the dumps. What the fuck is Insomniac going to do here? How are they going to make it out? And okay, again, you can have your opinion about Spider-Man 2. I really don't want to try and harp on anybody who genuinely has criticisms and feedback that they want to provide about that game in hopes that the next Spider-Man game is even better. But a 4 out of 10. I saw the individual who tweeted that.
I gave it okay, chat, you guys wanna know what's crazy? I gave Spider-Man a 8 out of 10. My only issue is that Venom needed more time.
Trying to argue in the comments section that the gameplay is even worse in Spider-Man 2 compared to the other two. And that's where my brain cannot compute that opinion, that standpoint. Because I feel like unless you are actually just trying to rage bait and you're just being negative for the sake of being negative, there is no way in hell you could play Spider-Man 2 and be like, man, this controls way worse than the last two.
Well, it's either that or okay, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you guys for a second, okay? With Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine is kind of like X-Men Origins Wolverine. At the moment right now, up until we saw, the Marvel's Wolverine gameplay, that is everybody's favorite Wolverine game right now. So there's gonna be a lot of comparisons to that. Which again, I don't really see any. Well, I mean, then again, I do see comparisons to that because of the Tornado Spin, and the Sentinel stuff being in the and the Sentinel being in the game. But that's a different story altogether. I really hope the game has a lot of replayability, like combat or stealth challenges, good or better replayability than their Spider-Man games would be great. Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, there's a trick where you can make the Spider-Man, where you can make the Mysteriums into a, I think I have a video on my, channel about this. There's a way you can make an Infinite Mysterium into pretty much a, an Arkham map. Because I know that I did one for it, but I'm just having to find it. I know that I did a, I know that I did one for Spider-Man because there was a way you can get an Infinite Mysterium in it. You can make Infinite Mysteriums, but I do agree that there needs to be challenges though. I think we are getting challenges, but the only downside about those challenges is that it's once we do get those challenges, they are going to up the replayability, and from what we heard, it's going to be in the. From what we heard,
Guys,
where is that? But from like what? But from like what? Oh wow, what's up, Bruce? But what we heard from it is that it's going to be kind of similar to, at least what I think. It's going to be. They said they're trying to make the combat more aggressive for that next playthrough or for your second playthrough. And they also said that they are going to be adding challenges. And once you do those challenges, and once those challenges are done, they will reward you with collectibles for your whiskey collection, which connects to the Princess Bar. Or at least what I think connects, or at least keep in mind, they said whiskey collection. That only connects to the Princess Bar. That's what I think that they're doing with it, but. And the new Assassin's Creed, I saw that. The new Assassin's Creed game looks fire. Let me see what else. It has them 2 suits in the apartments. I love all of those suits. And Miles 2099 is just different. The Prowler suit is also really cool too. I love the Killmonger suit. I wear that one a lot.
For the events of the story in Marvel's Wolverine.
Wait, I already read this.
Men or Wolverine fans in the world and have no idea. Dumps. What the fuck is Insomniac going to do here? How are they going to make it?
Let's hope we hear Wolverine. Let's hope we hear Wolverine at least one time. I mean, they're obviously gonna have him at least do something. Cause like in the gameplay, like he's meant to be violent, like he's meant to be like he's meant to be violent, like he's meant to be vulgar. Oh, and by the way, hot take for the Wolverine movie. This may sound like a crazy messed up take, even though it probably won't. I would hope that Marvel looks at Carl Urban for whatever they're planning to do with Wolverine. But like, it's weird.
Out. And okay, again, you can have your opinion about Spider-Man 2. I really
Carl
don't
Urban knocked it out
want
of
to
the park,
try
though.
and harp on anybody.
Like if you saw the way that he acts in The Boys, you would think like that would be crazy, by the way. But I really do think that like the way that they're okay, this is gonna sound crazy. The way that they're casting, the way that Insomniac is casting for these games for Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, bro, they are making MCU castings. Y'all are making some MCU castings, bro. And hope I have for customization is pencil claws, where Wolverine has crayons instead of claws. Mimicking how a lot of kids' pencils in their hands. Yeah, a lot of people were doing that. A lot of people remember doing that. I hope that they have pencil claws.
Who genuinely has criticisms and feedback that they want to provide about that game in hopes that the next Spider-Man game is even better. But a 4?
Heck. Was he like, what? Logan is going to be saying, what the hell is going on? Bro, he has to at least once, bro. We already saw, like, bro, Peter could do that. Like, we already saw that Spider-Man could do that. Spider-Man can get really gory at times. Spider-Man can get insanely gory if you read the right ones.
A 4 out of 10. And then I saw the individual who tweeted that trying to argue in the comments section that the gameplay is even worse in Spider-Man 2 compared to the other two. And that's where my brain cannot compute
Wolverine isn't Spider-Man.
that opinion, that standpoint. Because I feel like
unless we definitely need
you are actually just
I'm wondering if we are. Actually, no, I'm curious if we are going to get his It's been a while since I've seen Origins, but like, does Wolverine ever? I'm pretty sure that he does get a military suit at some point. I would love to see them add that.
You're just being negative for the sake of...
Actually, wait, on second thought, why not add the suit at the start of Origins, actually? why not add the suit at the start of Origins where, like, we see it with the gun, he's just going in. Why not add that one?
Of being negative? There is no way in hell you could play Spider-Man 2 and be like, man, this controls way worse than the last two. Like,
wait, but here's the thing, though. It doesn't. Wolverine isn't Spider-Man.
For real? You don't think it's faster? You don't think it's smoother? You don't think the traversal is the best in maybe any video game ever made? I don't really know what the end goal is here of this video other than for me to sit here and hopefully see you guys understand how insane all of this is starting to get. The forced hate, the level of hate for everything all the time is exhausting.
Yes.
At what point do you guys not just have enough of it? At what point can you guys not just take a step back and be like, I had a bad day, maybe I shouldn't tweet today? Anyway, Marvel's Wolverine, I think, looks fantastic. I've been an X-Men fan my entire life. I cannot wait to see what Insomniac has in store for us. Do I think it's all honky-dory is going to be the most perfect game ever made?
No.
No, and I will criticize it if I have some issues with it.
I hope to bring over the suit style from Spider-Man 2 for the most. For most, if not every suit in Wolverine. Different color palettes, different suits, and even more. That would be sick. And even claws, that would be sick. Yeah, because like I know because Miles has they put that suit in there on purpose. By the way, they wanted to give us like a little teaser of what the suit's gonna look like. I think they are gonna have multiple colorways. I would like to see what they're gonna do with different color palettes though. Because like they obviously teased that we already know the X-Force suit's gonna be in the game because of Spider-Man 2. And I think we already know that Brown and Tan's going to be in there, obviously, again, Spider-Man 2. Like, half of the suits are going to be, like, most of the suits from the comics, and spoilers, before Brian Horton left, yes, Brian Horton was the original director for Wolverine before creative decisions while making the game happen. He was actually, like, he put that suit in the game for Miles to see if, how the suits will look like in a game, and they did a concept for that, and after they looked at that and they were like, okay, we're gonna have to put these in the game. I want them to add a certain suit that's not like as flashy. Because like I already know they're gonna have the flock suit. The flock suit is just a must. But like I want them to add, even though like I said we're already getting the suit. I really hope that they at least add this suit. I can't really zoom in on it, but I want them to add his suit from Days. This suit from Days is actually a really good suit. I want them to add that suit. I want them to add this one. I like the Days of Future Past suit. I want them to add that one. The Days of Future Past suit is stuff. It's either that, because like I already know that everybody's gonna be asking for this suit. This suit's just automatically gonna be in the game. With sleeves or without sleeves. I hope there's an option to take the sleeves off, because I honestly like it with the sleeves off. Like, then again, they want to be talking about, but then again, you're going to have people talk about some accuracy for it, and it's going to be like, I don't mind the accurate. Here's the thing. For certain suits, I don't really mind them not being accurate. Just so long as the color and stuff is good. So, like, they can have an option with soldier pads or without soldier pads. I'm going to be real. The one without shoulder pads works. So it's like either one works. And I also want this suit. Oh, that was wrong. And I also want this suit. Obviously, we're getting this suit. I hope that well, I mean, it's obviously, like I said, it's obviously going to be in the game anyways. But I want this suit in the game, just truly. I'm trying to think what other suits are there going to be in the game. Yeah, I think that's all of them, honestly. Like, we're obviously going to get the biker suit, which, well, not biker suit, his biker outfit, which I don't care for that motorcycle scene. I will be wearing that suit. I need to recreate that motorcycle moment. Alright, let's go ahead and look at Evan's video. Right to Evan.
Welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites out there, to another very exciting installment of Marvel's Wolverine 101. And if you thought the footage that we saw during the PlayStation State of Play was already more than enough to get you hyped for the game, I am here to tell you that you haven't
I
seen
love the evolution
anything
scene
yet. Because on top of receiving a brand new in-depth PlayStation blog, which fully broke down the latest gameplay trailer that I already fully covered in my previous 101 video, we also got an exclusive interview from IGN that went on to have a one-on-one conversation with
Mike
Marvel's
Daly,
Wolverine's creative director and game director, which does an absolutely fantastic...
Hold on, I'm trying to read chat. Do you think Insomniac will go for a third character after Spider-Man and future Wolverine / X-Men games like Hulk or Daredevil? Or do you think they'll stop with Marvel after Spider-Man X-Men? A lot of people want a Daredevil game. And a lot of people want a Hulk game, but I think that if they are gonna make a Daredevil game will be good, because we obviously have the Hand involved now, and the Hand is normally connected to Daredevil. So I think a Daredevil game could work, and plus Peter mentions him in the game, and we also have signs of Nelson Murdoch. Now a Hulk game is kind of difficult. Well, I mean, it's not really difficult, but it's like, if I haven't played Ultimate Destruction, but from everybody saying Ultimate Destruction is good. I would love a Daredevil game at some point. Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised. Even the voice actor for I can really say. Oh, okay. The voice actor for Joel and Joker in the voice actor for Joel in Last of Us and Arkham, and the one that voiced Arkham Origins Joker, he said that he would be down to, he said that he would love to at least play him in a game. He said that he would love to voice Daredevil if they were to make a game. I've heard, and I've also heard that Daredevil can work in Telltale too. A Telltale Daredevil game would be great. Kind of similar, it would be kind of similar to, I want to say Wolf Among Us, but not like Wolf Among Us. You get a chance to use his powers, or you get a chance to see how his powers work in the courtroom and stuff. Where say you're in a courtroom and you're having the choice between using your powers, and after that you interrogate the person. So, and after that pretty much it would go similar to how his powers will work in a courtroom, where he hears the person he's. Long story short. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about with the courtroom scene, you know what I'm talking about. It will work similar to that. Where you hear his heart beating, as he's being asked these questions, you would be like, so, I'm going to go ahead and ask another question. It would be kind of similar to that. I think it will work. I think Daredevil will work in a Telltale game, or it will work if, or it will work if, if he got, a similar game to Spider-Man. One of those two will work. Yeah, he would be good for Daredevil. That's the reason. That was the reason why. Like, I think another game that would be really cool, even though this is probably not going to happen, because a lot of people would freak out if X-23 was ever in this game, and it would be like, oh no, they're replacing Wolverine, they're replacing Logan. I think also this may sound like a crazy take, but a lot of people agree with me on this. Ashley Johnson is perfect for voicing X-23. Oh yeah, we definitely need a Luke Cage game, by the way. I'm still waiting for that, by the way. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen Dead or Reborn Again Season 2, which it's one of the I'll say this, it's one of the better seasons. But like, this might sound crazy. Luke Cage is back, by the way. They're doing Defenders Season 3. I have to rewatch. I'm rewatching Defenders right now. I'm in the process of rewatching Defenders right now. I mean, a new Fantastic Four game. A new Fantastic Four game would be fire. And it better be multi. And if it's co-op or multi, if it's gonna be co-op, I will be playing as Human Torch all day.
Job with elaborating on the more layered details that can be found in the recent gameplay trailer, and even goes on to unveil some new details about Insomniac's broader Marvel universe and what exactly the type of game that Marvel's Wolverine is shaping up to be. So if you're someone who's beyond excited for
Oh, and plus another reason too, and on top of that, like another thing too that they could do with a Daredevil game is if Insomniac were to make a Daredevil game, the traversal would be really good. Like, you could use his Billy Club to run on walls, use Billy Club to zip to buildings and stuff like that. The combat, don't even be started on the combat. Do not even get me started on the amount of stuff that you could do with the combat. Heck, you can also do it. Heck, if WB wants to have more games, which they did before they were forced to work on Batman, and Kill the Justice League was a dirty bomb. They could have done a Green Arrow game. Where he has different arrows where he has different arrows. Like, you could have a poison arrow if you're trying, where you can have a poison arrow if you're trying to not kill anybody and you're trying to get information, make them hallucinate for a minute. You could have an explosive arrow if you want to discombobulate an enemy, make him confused, like, or you just want to just knock him out. You also have a grapple arrow where if he's perched up in the air, kind of similar to starting on PS4, where you're able to just grapple and where he's able to shoot out a grapple. Or should I grapple and you're just able to bring it back? I think that would be perfect, honestly. Now, for a Flash game, I don't know.
Marvel's Wolverine, then definitely be sure to thwip that like button, hype up the video, and subscribe.
What if we can? Heck. Don't worry, sliced off, heck, Wolverine sliced off his arm.
Down the line. Now, to be quite blunt with all of you, is that this is an extremely lengthy article, and I'm not going to read the entirety of it within this video. But I will be highlighting the most important factors from this article, which does give us even more insight as to how exactly Marvel's Wolverine will play, as well as what
we're
exactly
obviously gonna need everything in this game.
Within the game.
Wait. Okay, Cap, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. My fault, bro. My fault. Hold up. You can't actually use nothing but fist, actually. Like, we saw him, like, use fists in the gameplay, so I think that we are going to be able to break people's arm and just slice it off.
Wider story. But if you do want to read the whole article for yourself, I will make sure to leave a link to it in the description below. So, as we all know, Wolverine is not Spider-Man. So, it does make perfect sense.
Hey, oh, whoa, Jinx. Base take, I love it. Based. I had a dream where Stephen Amell and Tyler Hoechlin, who plays W Superman and Arrow, where Amell played Wolverine and Hoechlin played Daredevil. Now I adore the literal dream casting. Exactly. And also base, by the way. Not a lot of people know about the CW stuff. We don't talk about CW Flash, though. We don't talk about CW Flash. And CW Flash, it started to get very confusing. It started to get worse and worse each time you watch the season.
Sense that their overall fighting styles are going to be quite different from one another, especially given the level of violence that we can see on full display within Marvel's Wolverine. However, if you have played Insomniac's Spider-Man games, which if you're a viewer of my channel, I'm 110% sure that you have, the core gameplay mechanics for those titles' combat systems is going to feel relatively similar here within Marvel's Wolverine, especially when it comes to the game's rage mode, which we already saw a similar example of in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, where Peter was wearing the black suit and went into symbiote surge mode, completely showing Peter's aggressive side in action. And for Marvel's Wolverine, it does sound like Logan's rage mode is going to work in a similar fashion, where as the main game director for Marvel's Wolverine of Mike Daly went on to say within this interview, is that we knew we needed to represent Logan's rage in combat as a major element of the character. The way that works is that when you're engaged in combat, all the moves that you do build up a little bit of rage. Getting kills gives you chunks of rage, and there
I forgot. It is similar
are
to
some
War.
special moves you can do.
Actually, what am I saying? The combat looks similar to God of War.
Like the particularly brutal ones, like barraging an enemy who's already opened up that can build it up even further. So, there are ways to build up your rage. And it sort of represents the battle momentum between the enemies and Wolverine. Where as you get towards the middle of the meter, your combos become more powerful. And so, you have an incentive to play more aggressively. Because in addition to doing damage faster, the rage starts to decay a little bit. If you work through that and build it up towards the top of the meter, then you saw him go into this really aggressive, really feral tier of rage, where he can get kills really quick. He's able to do moves called critical strikes, where he just impales enemies with real...
Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see this again real quick. I think we can use this.
Really feral tier
Hold up, I think Cap's
rage,
onto something.
where he can get kills
Did he really use this?
quick. He's able to do moves called critical strikes, where
Okay, yeah, it looks like we're able to do melee attacks. So yeah, it does look like well, since we see him kicking, it seems like we are going to be able to use Swiss.
he just
Yeah, Ron, what's good?
impales enemies
Rack, welcome back.
with real brute force to take them out quickly. But at that level, his rage also drains very quickly. So there is a strategic aspect of choosing your targets, not worrying about defense, and being as aggressive as possible, in order to sustain it and get as many enemies as you can before it runs out. And alongside of that is that rage is also tied to another essential sort of Logan element of combat, which is his healing factor. When all of Logan's body energy is dedicated to fighting in combat, his healing factor is relatively slow, passively. And our Logan, if he takes enough damage, his healing factor is overloaded, his heart can stop, and that ends his healing. He will die. But if you have enough rage, the adrenaline surge can jump.
Yeah, Chad, this is what I was talking about whenever I said, like, this is what I was talking about right here. This is what I meant whenever I said, like, it's like, look at the way, like, pay close attention to, like, where the rage one is real quick. Like, look right here, like, where the rage is. Like, I know I'm mousing on screen, but look at the meter right there. Look at the rage meter.
But if you have enough rage, the adrenaline surge can...
This is what I was talking about when it's pretty much like a free resurrection stone. The more you build it up, you have a resurrection stone. I like how in God of War Ragnarok, one rage mode will allow you to perform finishers, giving you unique finishers and rage only. I wish the symbiote I wish the symbiote surge in Spider-Man 2 had that as well. Yeah, that's fair. I think the only way for it's been a minute since I played Spider-Man 2, but from what I can remember about the rage mode, is that the more times you build up your combo, you're able to do a finisher each time. So it's like you were able to symbiote grab someone, do a finisher there, you're able to symbiote grab another one or knock him down, you're able to do that. But like the thing is though, like with the rage mode in that game, like it's all based on like, because like there was one time where I actually got a full on, where I got full on 6 finishers just from using the tendrils. But I do think that in God of War, they did it way better. So whatever finisher you had was like you were able to get a random one. And each one was worse than the last.
Start your healing factor and let you do a healing surge to get back into battle. So for me, this definitely sounds like the perfect blend of gameplay mechanics from what we already saw within Marvel's Spider-Man 2 with Black Suit Spider.
If we have rage while we're fighting a boss, how will we attack? I mean, you just attack.
Spider-Man symbiote.
I mean, it depends. Like, if we're looking at it from like God of War, even though I hate to use this boss fight, but like I do not like using a certain boss fight as an example, so I'm gonna think of another good boss fight that we could use as an example, because I'm not gonna bring up Gana. I mean, you still attack. But if we're talking like if you don't have any rage mode from what Evan's saying, it's like you have to build it up. So like you pretty much have to build it up as you're fighting. Yeah, it would be similar to that. What also would have been cool is if the game had ultimate version of symbiote suits or symbiote abilities, while in Surge your regular symbiote abilities would do more damage and would be even more crazy looking animations. True. Like there was like one time where I was playing and I was just like, yo, I was like, this has so like I was like, this is really good. But like I feel like we needed more symbiote animations. Mainly because like I like the symbiote abilities and stuff. But like I feel like, and it's gonna sound like a crazy hot take, for Venom, he should have had a lot more finishers. Like he had like a brutal finisher, but like he only had 2 moves. Like I think like this is gonna sound crazy. I think one should have been Venom just yanking his like just pretty much just, if you know how Venom works, you know how Venom works, you know how he works. Like there was like I'm not sure there was one finisher, but like there was like multiple finishers that they had in concept art where I think one was Venom yanking, where I think it's been a while since I looked at the concept art, but like one had Venom turning into a symbiotic spike ball. Where you could do more, where I'm assuming that is if you wanted to essentially I'm gonna stop saying essentially, I've said it in so many videos, where like if you were playing as him, you could pretty much hit up, what I'm guessing is that you can pretty much, I don't want to say combo a person in the air, but like you could combo a person in the air if they were doing that, or at least like you were going to be able to if you were to able, it'd be better if I show you. It'd be better if I show you what I'm talking about. I know my PS5 is turned off, bear with me. It was gonna go something like this. I'm gonna have to pull up the cutscene to show you, but like what I'm guessing is that like it was supposed to go when you're on the top Oscorp floor. Are you sure? Because
But
here's what I'm guessing. Right here is like, Not right here. Where? Not right here. Not right here. Not right here. These are the wrong video. Okay, here it is. Like, what I'm guessing is, like, before this happened, they had another finisher. I'm just gonna skip through this. They had, like, another finisher plan mixed in with the spike balls. Wait, he dropped another vid? Like, what I'm thinking is, like, hold on. I'm gonna skip to, like, right here. I'm gonna wait for him to just jump insanely high, because there's like a place where like you can honestly do it. I'm gonna wait until he gets to like the right spot. See, look, what I'm thinking is like right here. There's another spot where like he jumps somewhere, right? I'm pretty sure, right? Was there? Yeah, right here. Like this was like an amazing spot. Like they could have added the symbiote spike ball. Like right here. What I'm guessing is that, keep in mind, they had the concept art for symbiote, for Venom to have a spike ball, right? What I'm guessing is that like you could have been able to jump, transform into a spike ball to keep your momentum going, and jump down and do a finisher is what I'm thinking. Like if you had all the enemies lined up for one. I think that's what they were planning to do. Which again, why would you get Venom 4 moves? Sorry, that's a pet peeve. New Wolverine vid from Evan. Wait, did he drop another video? Yeah, this is I think this is the one right now. I think he didn't drop another vid. Oh yeah. This top 5 features. Yeah, we're gonna watch that right after this one. I really want Gambit. I really want a Gambit game. Could be level based, a globe spinning advantage, and fun kinetic combat. And a form of social stealth and deception, like in 007 First Light. That would be fire. That would be fire. Especially since Gambit can go anywhere with his cards too. That would be, especially with Gambit. Ooh, wait. If they are gonna do that, they could honestly do. If they are gonna do that, nah. I was gonna say they can honestly do. Nah, that wouldn't work. Honestly, I was gonna bring up the casino mission that they had, but like that casino mission. I don't know if that would be a reference to it. But like that would be fire though, where you like see him going to like different places and stuff like that. And on top of that, he could meet Rogue at some point in the game too. But I really do think though, like if it depends on like how they, because like a Gambit game would be cool, but like you would have to go into like, actually nah, that actually does work actually, because like with the social deception, him being a spy and everything, never mind. You would have to, like, for a Gambit game, you would have to figure out a way to include like there's like a lot of characters that Gambit's interacted with, but like the main one though, like you would have to go into what is Rogue's character going to be like? How is he gonna meet Rogue and stuff like that? Like, it would be like a long story. Yo, Prab, what's going on? Some people say we might get a whole game out. No. This may come as a hot take. If we get a Hulk game, then at that point, whoever makes the Hulk game, they have to figure out a way to do that right. Are you playing on PC or console? I play on both, but right now I'm just watching a video. And also, the game's not out yet. But like, I really do think though, like, a lot of the games that Insomniac needs to make, and this is my personal opinion, if Insomniac becomes, and I'm not trying to say that they do need to become in Marvel IP, because like we have other studios that are cooking Marvel games, but like, have a PS5. But like, I would like to see what like they could do if, well, no, because like the same thing would be happening with Naughty Dog. Because the same thing with Naughty Dog is that they are strictly, yeah, this is gonna sound crazy, they were strictly a Last of Us studio before Intergalactic. Even though like a lot of people are saying that they weren't at first, yeah, they cooked up other games before they strictly went to Last of Us, and now they're on Intergalactic. So I'm like, I would like to see Insomniac, like, I would like to see a Marvel gaming studio, but like there are like other studios that can make any Marvel game. I want to know what they're gonna do with the Blade game. Like, crazy take. Well, not really much of a crazy take, but like I don't trust the studio behind for that Blade game. Whatever studio that they have working on that game, I'm gonna be real. They should have gave it the Sucker Punch because the Ghost games and how good the sword combat is and how good the sword combat plays in that game. They should have at least gave it the Sucker Punch. Especially with him having more weapons other than a sword. They could have honestly done something with that. If you've seen the gun combat in Ghost of Yose, hold up, give me 1 second. Actually, okay, never mind. It's right here. But like that would have been good. Like nobody cannot tell me that would have been good. Like if Sucker Punch were the ones to get a superhero game. Like, do you guys think that would have been good or no? It's eventually done. Do you think they'll do when Insomniac? Hold up. When Insomniac is done with Marvel, do you think Marvel will do more Earth 1048, like making new games, or do you think they'll leave the Insomniac, or do you think they'll let the Insomniac universe be? I think that they would, but it all depends on like how the IP works. And it also depends on how, I don't want to, because like the Marvel gaming department is a different department, or it's a different area altogether. But like there are signs, especially in the Iron Man VR game, that reference that universe, or that reference Earth 1048. So it's one of those things where like some of the stuff is alluded that it's connected to the Insomniac games, but they haven't said anything. And like they also did that with a lot of the comics as well, where Insomniac Spider-Man fights 616 Spider-Man, or at least fights 616, and pretty much drew him in strength. So they're like, oh, so everything's connected. The only thing is though, it's kind of like right after that they have to wipe Insomniac Spider-Man's mind, which is where things just get called into question. Because in the game, he doesn't bring up, and also shout out to Rift for actually bringing this up, by the way. Shout out to Gaming Rift. He brought this up where he said that if that's the case, then why does he not bring it up at all in the game? Even though Insomniac has said that the games are canon, or at least not the game. So like video game Spider-Man is canon. So the 1048 universe is canon to 616. It just depends on how you look at canon. I personally think that the Insomniac games are canon to 616. Well, exclusively Insomniac Spider-Man are canon. The same way that Insomniac Venomous Cannon and Venomverse. Because he went... And the only reason why people are saying this is because Insomniac Spider-Man fought the Inheritors in 616 and took more than one hit. Even though I could have gotten my canon thing wrong. I probably got my canon point wrong, but like I do want them to make, I do think that they are gonna make more games. How guys, I mean, he should, but like it would be weird because like he just spams arrows.
Surge, as well as the much more staple rage mode mechanic, which we have seen in another major first-party PlayStation game, with that of the God of War series.
Yep.
It also sounds rather similar to Spider-Man's focus bar, where the more attacks that you do on your enemies, the more that your bar increases in order to do either a takedown or heal Spider-Man himself.
Yeah.
It's just in the case of Wolverine, he's definitely a lot less acrobatic in comparison to Spider-Man. So instead of worrying about having to dodge enemy attacks, Logan is a straight up tank, and he will easily be able to take a lot of damage while in the middle of trying to kill
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, I will still be dodging and parrying.
his enemies. And like I've said
I would
already,
play. Oh
is that
yeah,
if
that's
you're
where
someone
yeah.
who is a fan or have played the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie tie-in game, you can pretty much expect those type of gameplay mechanics to be incorporated here within Marvel's Wolverine, but pretty much dialed up to 11. And just like X-Men Origins, is that it has now been officially confirmed by Insomniac Games, even though we already expected this from the very beginning, is that Marvel's Wolverine will not be an open world game. Where again, the game director of Marvel's Wolverine, Mike Daly, went on to say the following: yeah, I can say we did not set out to make an open world game or a sandbox game.
Yeah.
What we really wanted was a high-octane, high-intrigue, linear single-player adventure, and the missions reflect that in their structure. So, clearly, Wolverine does not have the same type of traversal abilities that a character like Spider-Man has, where the web-swinging of Spider-Man obviously makes him a perfect candidate for an open-world game. And while there were people thinking that we could see a type of Days Gone situation...
I was one of those people that was thinking of Days of Gone... I might actually take this screenshot by the way. This just looks hard. I was thinking the same thing, that they could do a Days Gone thing with it. Like, I was one of those people. Because, like, the thing is, like, if we're going to have him with a motorcycle, we do see him driving a motorcycle, you know. Even though, like, it was confirmed, like, years ago that he was going to have a motorcycle in the game. I was thinking that exact same thing. I will say that, like, a motorcycle, if he's gonna have a motorcycle, make it open world, make him travel to all these places, not similar to Days Gone, but like similar to the Ghost games. Like where you're riding on your horse and you're going to all these different areas and stuff. I think that would have worked.
Where Logan would be able to use his motorcycle in order to explore an open world area, that is, again, not going to be the case. And if anything, it definitely sounds like that Marvel's Wolverine is going to be structured to another linear-based Marvel game with that of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Given the fact that while the game is linear, you will be able to explore different areas in some of the levels that you are playing in, as well as be able to sightsee a plethora of different locations in Insomniac's Marvel Universe, like that of Canada, Japan, Madripoor, and more. And on top of that, Insomniac also confirmed that there will be some type of collectibles featured throughout the levels as well. But we don't know exactly what those could be as of right now. But what we do know is that there are going to be other mutants that will pop up throughout this game's story, already giving us full-on confirmation of other characters like Jean Grey, Mystique, and Sabretooth. But what's interesting about Sabretooth, like what we saw in the trailer, is that apparently both him and Wolverine are going to be teaming up.
He's his Virgil.
States is that there are also other allies you fight alongside.
He's the Virgil. And keep in mind, whenever I say that, I'm not talking about the movie. Remove the brother part.
Field Sabretooth at the end here. In this game, Logan and Sabretooth are actually on a team together, but the way they ally is not really anything like the way you ally with Jean Grey. Logan and Sabretooth
Hope the MCU does more duo films like Deadpool and Wolverine. Team up films like in the future would be fire. In the future would be great. I'm just gonna say fire. It would be good if they did. Cause like I know that the actor that plays Kingpin in the Daredevil show, he wants to fight Spider-Man and Daredevil. But he's known for fighting. But here's the thing: Kingpin is known for fighting Daredevil. The actor said that he wants to fight Spider-Man. Like the actor says he wants his Kingpin, like Vincent. He says that he wants Kingpin to fight Spider-Man. Which connects to Daredevil. So they share which connect. You already know what I said, but you already know. But like if it's gonna connect that way, then that would work. And on top of that, Charlie Cox even said that he wants to move. Well, they're working on a Daredevil movie, so we are going to get Spider-Man and Daredevil jumping Kingpin together at some point. A lot of people want that one. I want that one. A lot of people want that one. And it seems like we're getting close to that. But sadly, with a rights issue, can't really do much.
have a very competitive dynamic between them. Whereas Jean Grey might give you an opportunity to get a kill, with Sabretooth fighting alongside you, it's more like
it's more kill race.
You've got a kill, and he rushes in to steal it from you. And their combat banter brings out that dynamic and makes the whole fight
it's a kill race here. I think it is a kill race.
More fun. Which does bring up the question as to which other characters that Wolverine might be able to fight alongside throughout this game's story.
I know one already, but I'm not going to tell you.
I do think it might be a bit of a long
chat. This is going to sound like a crazy idea. I already know one, but I'm just not going to tell you.
shot if we do.
And it involves a lot of mutants that we saw in the truck.
To see Deadpool appear in any way, shape, or form within this game, that is absolutely going to be the pinnacle of the entire game.
Yep.
It seems our fight was a little more than the ex-chumps could handle.
Oh, are they dead? Let's gently poke the furry one and find out.
Why? Whoa, wake
Wake up! That's because the whole setup just added 5 minutes of bonus play to the most awesome game ever devised by mutant or man.
Although, with so many other characters that will be appearing within Marvel's Wolverine, and seeing the pattern that Insomniac Games have done in their Spider-Man titles, where Spider-Man himself isn't necessarily the only playable character within those games, mainly looking at characters like Mary Jane, Haley.
Everyone's Spider-Man, and I really want a Spider-Man and Daredevil duo film. Yeah, but with the rights issue, Sony doesn't want to let Spider-Man out of their freaking... Sony wants to keep Spider-Man, and they don't want to let him do anything with other heroes. They only let him do things with the Avengers. In the MCU, he's never teamed up with Daredevil at all in the MCU. If we're going to count No Way Home, No Way Home does not count either. Because Peter does not know that Matt is Daredevil. There was only one shot where he caught the brick and he was like, he's a really good lawyer. That does not count. That does not count. But with the events of Born Again being canon now to the MCU, well, with Daredevil officially being canon to the MCU, and with Born Again Season 2 dropping the most insane cliffhanger, and with a lot of signs pointing towards Fisk's assistant being mayor and giving Spider-Man the key to the city, we're closer to getting that.
And of course Venom being fully playable in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, fans were wondering if we are going to see something similar happen for Marvel's Wolverine. And shockingly, it doesn't seem like that is going to happen, because as Insomniac confirmed, is that this game is all about Wolverine. And you play Wolverine.
This game is all about Wolverine, and you play Wolverine the whole way through. We wanted to keep the focus on him throughout the whole time. Well, that answers everybody's question. That answers everybody's question. So, this answers some questions. What do we think about this? We have a fully, purely Wolverine-focused game where we're just playing Wolverine. Even though in the leaks we were gonna be doing something else, but like a lot of people are still freaking out over the leaks still. I could stop laughing when Deadpool slapping Wolverine. It's so funny whenever he's slapping him too. And by the way, yes, chat, I will be looking at another take, but that other take will probably end up being a video. I'll end up looking at another take because there's another take that I found that was just like, where this dude was complaining about the game. And he said that Wolverine should not be saving other mutants. I'm just like, okay, Logan, I'm like, Logan's a thing. He does that in Logan. Like, Logan is trying to save other mutants in Logan. That's the main plot of Logan. Aside from him trying to be a better person. Like, Wolverine's trying to be a better person in Logan. Like, in that movie, he's at the bottom of the barrel. And then X-23 comes along and changes his mind. He's like, maybe there is something that, that I can be a better person. Maybe there is a chance I can help you. Like, that's the driving force of the whole entire thing. Like, I don't understand it.
The whole way through. We wanted to keep the focus.
But yeah, chat, like, this is actually a really good thing. What are we thinking about this? A pure Wolverine game where you just play as him. Do you guys think that this is good?
On him throughout the whole story,
yep.
Which I myself actually find quite surprising, considering that for me, the variety of characters that you were able to play in the Spider-Man games is one of the reasons why the game never felt old, as you were always able to do something different with how the gameplay was structured by either playing as Peter or Miles while they were wearing the Spider-Man suit or just in their civilian clothes. And while I know there are people out there that absolutely despise the Mary Jane missions, I for one really enjoyed how they gave us a much more grounded and human perspective in a Marvel universe by simply playing as a regular person without powers. But obviously, the pinnacle of all the playable characters in the Marvel Spider-Man games is that one singular mission where you are playing as Venom. Not only being an absolute monster during those combat sequences, but also being a complete 180 from the much more graceful and acrobatic maneuvers that Spider-Man is able to pull off. And while I'm not going to be talking about any of the horrendous leaks that did come out from Marvel's Wolverine and the awful hacking attack that Insomniac.
Yeah, everybody's still holding on to those leaks, by the way. They're still thinking something in the leaks is still in the game.
Suffered a few years ago, there were a lot of rumblings going around that there was going to be at least one other playable character to be featured in Marvel's Wolverine. But considering how quickly game development can change as the years go by, it sounds like Insomniac is remaining adamant that Wolverine and Wolverine alone will be the only playable character in this game, which I think is just fine. And last but certainly not least is that we were all expecting some type of of cameo within Marvel's Wolverine that could set up a potential crossover between
With the X-Men.
Logan and everyone's favorite web-slinger with either
Ah,
that of
that's
Peter
Spider-Man,
Parker
yep.
or Miles Morales potentially showing up in some way, shape, or form
No.
in Marvel's Wolverine. Considering the fact that it's already been officially confirmed that all the Spider-Man games and Marvel's Wolverine
Are
from
canon.
Insomniac do take place in the same Marvel universe of Earth 1048. But sadly, as Insomniac did officially confirm, is that Spider-Man will not be making an appearance in Marvel's Wolverine, which I, for one, think makes total sense. And if you want to hear all my thoughts about that topic, then definitely be sure to check out this video here. As I've previously stated, everybody, is that Marvel's Wolverine is shaping up to be exactly how I thought a AAA Wolverine game would look like from Insomniac. And while I'm certainly looking forward to every
Yeah, you should have saw you should have saw it. Like, a lot of people were freaking out that Spider-Man's not gonna be in the game. He can't be in the game. The game is in Madripoor. The game takes place in Madripoor. Spider-Man cannot come to Madripoor.
thing that this game has to offer, I really hope that this game can elevate itself.
Even though the same thing can technically be said, even though, you know, with Hulk it's a different context. Depending on which one?
From what Insomniac was able to do with Spider-Man by featuring some incredibly cinematic and thoroughly gruesome boss fights, as well as cultivating an immensely gripping narrative for Wolverine to go through. But I guess that we're just gonna have to wait and see as to what other surprises Insomniac may have in store. And with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for all you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section below. What are your thoughts towards Spider-Man not appearing in Marvel's Wolverine, and out of everything that Marvel's Wolverine is going to entail, which aspect of the game are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking for
Would it be
that
the story, the
Japan
combat,
section.
or anything else that comes to mind? Let me know what you think, and be sure to leave a like and hype the video.
And the Omega
if you
Red fight, I feel like
enjoyed,
it's gonna
and
be the most
subscribe to
peak
the
one.
channel for even more Marvel Games videos like this down the line. Don't forget to sign up to my channel memberships to receive even more exclusive videos and perks. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay merry, Marvelites, and until next time, peace out.
Yeah, that was a nice video. I love that video. Video. Well, there we go. My computer's going slow for some reason. All right, we got the next one. We got top 5 features Wolverine needs. Yeah, they did pull a Final Destination.
I don't know about you, but it looks like Logan has a really damn good taste in horror movies. But anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites, to another very interesting Marvel's Wolverine related video. And despite the fact that we have received quite a lot of updates regarding this game ever since its latest reveal from the PlayStation State of Play, there still are quite a lot of unknown factors regarding Marvel's Wolverine and what exactly the full game will entail by the time it releases on September 15th, as well as whether or not this game will receive any type of DLC later on down the line. Whether or not that relates to more story-focused content like what we previously saw in the Spider-Man games with the City That Never Sleeps pack, or potentially some type of extra game mode that we could play after beating the campaign. And in my case, that is exactly what I wanted to fully break down here within this video, because given the fact that Marvel's Wolverine is going to be structured a bit differently in comparison to Insomniac's Spider-Man games, it ends up offering a bit more intrigue as to what exactly Insomniac has planned for the overall longevity of Marvel's Wolverine. And if they're somehow still looking for ideas, then hopefully my top 5 features that I believe need to be incorporated in Marvel's Wolverine may end up sparking some newfound creativity. So if you're someone like me who's hyped to see see everything that Marvel's Wolverine has to offer, then definitely be sure to thwip that like button, hype up the video, and subscribe to the channel for even more Marvel Games content down the line.
Oh yeah.
So usually when I go on to make these top 5 videos, they mainly include topics that we do not have any type of official confirmation on just yet. But as it so happens, the moment that I finished writing exactly what I want to see be featured in Marvel's Wolverine, Insomniac Games themselves went on to directly confirm
that
not
there
just
will be
one,
challenges,
but 2 different features that I had on my list, which not only directly proves that they can read minds, but also that they have definitely learned their lesson when it comes to withholding content within the game's main release, especially given with what we previously saw with Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Right.
And the main reason why I put these 2 features on my own top 5 list is that I do think that these are core features that should be added within every game at launch, but also given the fact that Marvel's
yeah, that's the one thing. Like, they needed to take at least like something, like challenge maps, combat challenges, basically everything that the Arkham games did.
Wolverine is a linear game rather than an open world game, there's going to be even less amounts of replayability by the time you finish the game's main campaign. But luckily, these 2 features are going to alleviate that problem entirely. And if you haven't guessed it by now, is that the main 2 features I'm referring to does involve New Game Plus and Mission Replay. And Insomniac Games, being the absolute goats they are, they did confirm in a brand new article from Eurogamer that Marvel's Wolverine will launch with both New Game Plus and Mission Replay. Whereas the article went on to break down is that more tightly focused action games like Marvel's Wolverine seem to be having a minor renaissance, with the brand new James Bond game 007 First Light recently demonstrating how entertaining they can be. However, a concern that follows this approach is game length and replayability, something 007 First Light was scrutinized for. Simply put, how do you keep people playing once the credits roll? Where Insomniac has a few ideas for Marvel's Wolverine, where the game director of the project, Mike Daly himself, went on to say, there's several things. Marvel's Wolverine has optional challenges that are hidden in levels and are score-based and replayable. And entire missions are replayable.
Wait, hold up. Hidden in levels. Optional challenges that are hidden in levels and are score-based and replay. That's where it's replayable. Oh yeah. I already read this. It's association for storytelling. Okay. I think from what this means is like if they're hidden in levels, I think it's gonna go something. That would all make sense. They're taking some Devil May Cry stuff. I didn't even think about that. God. Okay. I didn't even think about that because they're hidden in levels. In optional challenges that are hidden in levels. It seems like they're taking some stuff from Devil May Cry and they're score-based and replayable. And Devil May Cry, you can do the same thing. I didn't even think about this. That says optional. I'm pretty sure if I can remember all of the challenges Devil May Cry, you go through doors, you have the option to do those challenges, but you can keep going to the story you want to. Yeah, it seems like they're gonna do that since they're hidden in levels.
Soon as you clear them, apparently. But why would you replay them? For collectibles or materials for suit crafting, or for expanding your whiskey collection for storytelling purposes, which sounds intriguing, but I don't yet know more. You can replay missions basically from the beginning of the campaign, whenever you find these moments to look back. So mission replay is a thing for completion. But also, on the disc, we're shipping New Game Plus
for free.
Means right after you beat the campaign, if you want, you can play the game over again. And our goal was
consistency. Yo, Khalid, what's going on? Marvel's Wolverine PS5 2026 and a new story begins. Marvel Tokon drops August 6th. Oh yeah, I subbed. Oh yeah, I keep reading. We have to react to that. I need to react to that.
was to make sure that the second time through was just as fun as the first. So we let things be a little higher paced, a little higher danger, and more intensity. It's just a few more things to unlock that really change the dynamic of gameplay to keep it exciting the second time around.
Yep.
And to be quite blunt with all of you,
Please have the hardest difficulty unlocked at launch.
is that this is the absolute best thing that we've heard about Marvel's Wolverine thus far. So not only do we now have confirmation is that apparently being able to collect different types of whiskey is going to be one of the main collectibles in Marvel's Wolverine, which is totally on brand for a character
Make sure you guys like the
Logan,
stream.
but also that both New Game Plus and Mission Replay are going
Are
to be
available
fully
day
incorporated
one?
in the game on day one, which I think that a linear-based game like Wolverine definitely needs in spades. And hearing that they're also going to take things a step further with the New Game Plus mode by adding a bit more of a challenge level the second time around is definitely going to make the replayability of the game all the more complex. And speaking of replayability, the core feature of Mission Replay is
And it's gonna
hands
be day
down
one?
of the best modes that Insomniac have added within any of their games. Because I don't know about any of you, but I pretty much go on to fully replay the Venom mission in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 any chance I get.
Yeah.
And simply being able to choose that mission within the main story of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 without having to fully replay the game in New Game Plus definitely makes going through that mission again all the more fun. And definitely for the case of Marvel's Wolverine, if there ends up being a highlight set piece or a boss fight that occurs within the game
Definitely
story
going to play
that
it.
you instantly want to replay the moment that you're finished with it, you'll be able to do that seamlessly with the Mission Replay feature, which again is just another incentive that the game will have.
The Hellfire
that will
Gala
definitely
suits are so
keep players
good.
interested within the game well after they
What if we can choose different levels in Tokon? That would be fire. The Hellfire Gala suits still look so good.
finish the main campaign. However, there is one other feature that Insomniac Games previously incorporated within their Spider-Man games, and more specifically in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which for whatever reason was completely omitted in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Especially considering how detailed of a game Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is, the fact that this feature did not show up in the game at all was a pretty big letdown. And I really hope that Marvel's Wolverine does not make the same mistake, because in this case, while it may seem like a relatively small feature, I am talking about a character model viewer. If you did happen to play Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, specifically on the PlayStation 5, Insomniac Games did upgrade their overall character viewer, which in Spider-Man PS4 and even Marvel's Spider-Man
for some reason my phone won't let me reach out.
Just plain old character.
We need a character model viewer. Okay, yeah, it's letting me reach out. Yo, chill with the spam.
Bios, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales went a step further to provide us with fully 3D rendered character models of all the main players of that game's story, where they not only came with really great character information as well as Miles' own personal thoughts on the character that you were viewing, but also really up close and 3D viewing of all the textures and details that Insomniac added on every individual character. And without a shadow of a doubt,
we're getting
especially given all the recent footage that we've seen of the game
I saw that
action,
patch. I saw the
Marvel's
patch in there.
Wolverine is easily shaping up to be the most graphically realistic title that Insomniac Games has ever made. And being able to take the time to look at the much finer details within all these character models would certainly add another layer of appreciation that fans would have for the game. But moving on to my second to last most wanted feature within Marvel's Wolverine is actually an idea that comes from one of my fellow viewers of Dober Squad 1042. So huge shout out to you, Dober Squad, for coming up with this absolutely brilliant idea. Because like the game director of Marvel's Wolverine already briefly teased within that article, is that apparently when you're going through missions, you will be able to go through some optional challenges that are both store-based and replayable, in case you weren't able to complete them the first time around when playing through the level. So clearly, Insomniac Games is already setting the foundation for a type type of score system that could easily be incorporated within a challenge mode, like we've already seen on full display within another major superhero franchise with that of the Batman Arkham games.
Yep.
However, the one thing that Wolverine has that Batman absolutely doesn't is that Logan does not give a damn about
Yeah,
that
he just straight up
no-kill
kills.
rule, and he will be wiping the floor with all of his enemies in spades, no matter who he has to kill.
Yep.
And if Insomniac really wants to double down on the level of violence and gore that
Oh, and plus, chat. I just thought about this. One of the arenas needs to be a bar. Since he's on this, one of the arenas needs to be a bar. I just thought about that for a second. One of them needs to be a bar. And also, yes, I have been watching the One Piece live action.
This will be a great workout.
I would love it if they I would love it if one of the challenge maps that we're gonna get is a bar. And also, if you guys haven't watched the One Piece live action, this is what I mean. Like, it has to be, like, obviously there's gonna be a bar fight, but like, look at this. Like, I'm just gonna play it, and y'all just think about it for a second. We need a bar fight. Like we need one of the challenges has to be to at least take out 100. Well, I'm just using an example basically, but like if we can get a challenge where he's in the princess bar, which again, please make the princess bar at least a challenge map, please. have a mission where he has to kill. Has like a mission where it says he has to at least kill an allotted amount of enemies in that area, and there's like a there's a max number he has to reach, and after that the wave keeps going. Like basically like kind of like what Arkham did, but like kind of like what One Piece did here with Zoro. And yes, Zoro's my favorite character from One Piece. I've never seen the anime, but I do like the live action better than the anime. Where it's like you have like every single where you have like every single one just popping up. I think that would be fire. Like they just keep coming. Or like you leap everywhere, we have brutes to fight and stuff like that. I think that they could do something similar with this like they did with One Piece. I think that they could do a bar fight. But let's go back to it.
will be featured in Marvel's Wolverine. I think that one of the types of challenges that could be featured within Marvel's Wolverine would be that of a horde mode.
Yes.
Which would pretty much be an endless onslaught of enemies that you would have to fight through in order to survive. And to take inspiration from another major PlayStation IP with that of Days Gone, their horde mode would pretty much be how I would envision Wolverine to have as well. And doing absolutely everything and anything you can to get rid of them just to survive in order to get to the next wave. And knowing that Wolverine's combat is definitely
that's not Iron Mike's place, I forgot.
grabbers for this experience as a whole would definitely be the perfect way to live out that absolute power fantasy. And if they also have some type of score system featured in the horde mode as well, it would really be cool to try and compare your scores with an online leaderboard and see exactly who within your friend group would truly be the best there is at what they do. And last but certainly not least is that this is the #1 feature that I would want in some
a new Days Gone game and a new Dying Light. Yep. I would love a new Days Gone game. Oh, wait, hold up. And also on top of it, they could add motorcycle challenges. I would love to see motorcycle challenges where, like, you have to stay on, like, where you pretty much have to kill a whole bunch of enemies that you can. You pretty much can't get off the motorcycle. You pretty much have to kill them as you go. I think that would also be fire if they were to do that.
Incorporate in Marvel's Wolverine. And whether or not they could end up incorporating this feature on day one release or even in a post-launch update is still to be seen. But I wouldn't mind either.
A new
way,
Days Gone game would be fire.
It somewhere down the line. And in this case, I am directly referring to a boss rush mode. And for those of you who may be unfamiliar, is that this is simply a mode where you are able to directly
Deacon was so goated, bro. I remember playing the game. Like, I was like, this game's fire.
The individual story mission, where a perfect example of this is
Stellar
actually
Blade.
one of the best boss rush modes I've ever played within a video game. And that hands down goes to Stellar Blade, where they do have a boss rush mode that does feature different difficulty levels and even keeps track of the time that it took you to defeat the boss, but there are also different reward tiers that you do unlock for beating all of the bosses on a certain level type, where mainly it does relate to getting different types of outfits for your character to wear. And this should definitely be the case for Marvel's Wolverine, where if they do have a variety of different bosses that you do go up against within the game, like we've already seen teased with that of Omega Red, Sentinel, and Sabretooth, is that if you are able to defeat all of the bosses on either normal or hard mode, you would be able to unlock a brand new Wolverine suit for Logan to wear, either in the story mode or the challenge mode. Because,
I think that would be fire as well.
Given that the overall combat system is definitely shaping up to be one.
Okay, chat. I'm not gonna lie, that is a fire feature. But it's like at the same time though, like with the boss rush, it would be like, chat, what do we feel if we got a boss rush in this game? Like, do you think a boss rush could work, or do you think that you would just want a roguelike mode? We're seeing Rotogon fighting. Wait, did they drop a trailer for him?
One of the biggest focal points of Marvel's Wolverine, having an entire mode that is
I have to react to the
dedicated
Green Goblin
combat,
trailer and the
as
Carnage
well as
trailer.
replaying those cinematic boss fights that we're surely going to experience in the game, is, for me, a must-have feature through and through. But we can only hope and keep our fingers crossed that Insomniac Games will add at least one of these features within Marvel's Wolverine, either on its day one release on September 15th, or somewhere else down the line. And like I always say, in Insomniac we trust. But with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for all you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. What is your personal top 5 list of the main features that you would want to see added into Marvel's Wolverine? Do they line up with my own top 5 features, or do you have your own feature in mind that I may have not covered? And as a bit of a side note, the reason why I didn't include photo mode is that I am 100%
They're adding it 100%
sure
at launch.
that is going to be a feature within the game no matter what.
Suits
But
we do.
regardless, let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a like and hype the video, as well as subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel Games content down the line, definitely be sure to sign up to my channel memberships for even more exclusive perks and benefits. And specifically in the case of my memberships, I'm now back making my weekly Spidey Squad seminars every Sunday, which are extremely informative videos that are only available to my top tier members. And in my latest seminar, I did reveal an exclusive report of the next major Marvel game that Insomniac Games will be developing down the line, which doesn't pertain to either Spider-Man, Venom, or even the X-Men, but rather another character entirely. So definitely be sure to sign up to my memberships to check that video out in full. But alas, thank you all so much for watching.
Another
Stay
member,
merry,
like
Marvelites,
another member,
and
or just
until
like another
next
character
time,
they could be.
Peace
They
out.
could be working on. Because it's like, he says that it could be Daredevil. It could be Daredevil, chat, but like I haven't seen the video. Alright, what else do you guys want to react to? What else do you guys want to react to? There's like so much. What else do you guys want to check out? Like there's like a lot. Yeah, we did say Tokon. Yeah, we did say Tokon. I did not see this. I did not see this at State of Play because my computer was bugging. So we're watching.
to face the supreme master of the pugilistic art, the Duke of Get Your Dukes Up,
Gambit.
Mr.
Actions are worth more than any word. And the greatest action is to fight. You have defeated so many. You've defeated
Doom, okay.
but you've never fought Doom. Let me show you why you should kneel. Think you're a genius, Doom? Your works are mere.
Hold on, man. That Iron. Hold up, Iron Man looks fire.
It's endless. And now my turn. You made promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
This violence.
Oh, they show the voice. Wait. Does it have Josh playing him?
Dearest Aurora, mutant kind shall rise, and I will be the one to lead the way.
Okay, here we are. Ah, they got Steve. They got the OG Wolverine with Goblin. Okay, this looks hard. It's like a mixture of Spectacular mixed in with, oh my gosh, with a hood on it. Oh my god, this looks so good. Got the skills coming out and everything. This looks so good. And he actually looks like a goblin too, bro.
Showtime! You look a little angry, Bug.
Ah, nah.
Holding a grudge. Currency, huh?
Time to stop laughing, Gobby.
That all you got?
Up, yep, that's Josh.
Away.
Carnage versus Metal.
Carnage will give you one.
Moment has come. Attack! No mercy.
Let me do it. I'll slice you
Okay.
up. Don't be greedy. He's mine.
Nah, you're playing this. Whoa, okay, I'm seeing combo.
Feel my wrath. The end is near.
He summons a Sentinel head, I'm assuming giant pumpkin mom. I'll tell you, I guess that was a pumpkin mom. Oh yeah, it does mean Arachne. Yeah, I did see it. Nah, this is just... Well, what other skins do they have? Because I already saw the punk rock skin. Okay, let's see. The classic suit, the advanced suit, the punk rock suit. I love the punk rock suit because I used to play Storm a lot in Rivals. Dr. Doom Supreme Ruler. Okay. Got the classic suit for Iron Man cap. Howard the Duck. Animated Chrome Raw. Okay. I like it. And also, stop spamming. I'm trying to see what else is there. Hold on, chat. What else is there? What else is there for? I'm pretty sure there has to be one more. Like, I think we already checked out Salvage's reaction yesterday. No, wait, did we check out Salvage's reaction or no? I think we didn't check out Salvage's reaction. We're gonna look at Salvage's reaction to Wolverine.
All right. Oh, oops. I'm stuck.
We gotta check out Salvage's reaction.
See the little like meter down there.
Mm-hmm.
I love the environment too. I love the foresty vibes and the. It's almost like the hunters mixed with like the saber tech or whatever.
Yeah.
The saber. Oh yeah, that looked good. That was fucking hot, bro. That shit was crazy looking.
We gotta check out Salvage's reaction. He streamed his reaction yesterday.
Shit. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up, hot? Hot.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to watch that God of War. What is it? How do you pronounce the name? I'm fucking.
going crazy. Faye. Laufey the Great, right? That's what her name is?
We gotta check out Salva's reaction to it too.
Not today, Bob.
Like I just gotta check it out. I gotta check out the goat. Gotta check to see how he likes the game.
Skullbuster! Up there! We need backup now!
Yeah, you guys do. I forgot who it's Sam something. What's up? What's going on, Ramen?
Yo, we gotta check this out.
Sam something's name is that plays Wolverine. Jean Grey? She looks really fine, but you know what I mean?
I like how they gave Jean Grey the trench coat from the movie. Bro, like here's the thing. I like her having the trench coat. I think her having the trench coat and it's black just works.
Okay, calm down. Fucking Adam Eve.
Jean, is that you? Don't worry.
Even though Loki, I'll say this right now, like, even though Loki says right now, her powers do look like Adam Eve's.
Oh shit, she like squaring up. Nah, this shit crazy. Wait, that was like from the fucking Wolverine Origins. No, this combat looks great. I wish they kind of, I really hope they give us an, oh my god. I hope they give us an option to maybe pull the camera back a little bit more. I mean, I feel like they probably pulled it back further from where it leads to.
Yeah.
It looks good. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know right now. Damn. Ooh.
Yeah, you are able to dodge.
I think I saw that part. Oh my god, he just cut off his arm?
Yep.
I think he's took the gun.
Okay, yeah, so it does like you're able to dodge, because like I was like, if you're not able to dodge, I'm not gonna sit there and just take damage.
Heavy attacks. Oh my god, look at his back! Oh my god!
Like that dodge is gonna be looking really good. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I would have preferred it if like you could actually press it, because like, well, I can't really say anything because it's, well, okay, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Every single time whenever I look, it's so weird because like whenever I play God of War, like you usually like when you play God of War, you're usually sliding around and parrying a lot. I don't know.
Pulling it? That's crazy looking, dude.
Especially in newer games, they're sliding around and you're parrying a lot of stuff.
Oh! Nah, that combat? Wait, let's pause real quick.
Yeah.
Because that combat legitimately looks really fucking, almost just like X-Men Origins. Not as addictive. I don't know yet. I have to really feel it in my fingertips when I'm playing it on the PlayStation 5 or whatever. But I genuinely think that what we just saw right there, plus every upgrade and every freaking, you know,
It's gonna be way better than Origins.
That's just gonna be freaking bonkers, bro. That's just gonna be crazy. I kind of want to go back to the beginning of this real quick, because it looks really fun. It does look really fun.
Yeah.
I think I saw O'Shea in the chat.
It looks really good. The combat looks so
That
good.
was crazy. Jump over walls. Parries. And parries are, of course, going to be a very large aspect of this game. Oh my god. That was like the Spider-Man kicking on the wall. You have a fucking side character, just like Miles, okay?
Wait, hold up. Wait, so see, Loki actually does play like Freya a little bit.
Slide dodge.
Hold up. Wait. Now I actually want to take a good look at the gameplay again. Now that I'm really looking at it. Hold on. Now I actually really want to take a good look at the gameplay again, because like there's no way that they low-key made. Oh wait, never mind, I have it right here. Hold up, there's no. Whoa, wrong screen. Hold up, I have to look at this again real quick. Hold on a minute. Maybe I'm wrong or something about this. Hold on.
There you are, Red.
Because like it seems like Mystique is more Freya in this game, just from the Sentinel stuff alone. Let me see if I'm a little bit off with this one. Oh, it's only for finishers. Let's see if it's only for finishers. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So it's not just for finishers. So yeah, they split. Okay, so I see what they're doing. All right, my fault. All right, we're going back to this.
Golden parry. I don't know what that was about. Because I don't think the other ones were golden parry when the other guy was doing it. It was more like a silver parry, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so like a ghost parry looks.
No, his just didn't even make any glow. This was like
very
deliberate. Okay, I'm trying to see the mechanics here before I actually. Right here. Yeah, that seemed like I don't know. It didn't seem like
that seemed like a heavy attack.
I don't know how to describe it. So guys, this is why I mean by it. That guy kind of looked like a stable guy. What? Okay, that was cool as shit. That double takedown was good.
We gotta write to salvage real quick.
I think it's a berserk mode. And then you can take people down with your teammate. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
That shit looks crazy, dude. Crazy. I legitimately think with that in a good game, that's gonna be so much freaking fun. That's gonna be so much fun, dude. It literally, just rewatching it, trying to like see
I didn't mean to run next. Got you.
how things work there. Nah, that's gonna be one of the best.
It hands down
one
is.
of the best combats, I think. I can't wait to
That
put
Kyrie? Okay, gotcha.
my hands on it because that looked really fun. That looked really fun. What the fuck? I just.
Oh, and plus it looks like the Knicks are on a run.
Get over there, Chozo. Nutball. All right, let's keep going. That was a really good. Honestly, at 4 minutes and 15 seconds of official gameplay, I'm legitimately sold on this game. And I'm not like sold on it in a way that like I'm like, oh, it's gonna be 10 out of 10. Like,
But I'll be real though, their only problem is Wimby though.
And any surprises they ever have in this,
Like their only problem, it looks like it's gonna be Wimby.
because we probably have only seen like maybe.
Like Wimby proved last night that he can be a problem,
Probably
even
less.
though
I know
they lost.
leakers and whatnot, but the leaks don't really, completely tell you what the end goal is for the game or like what's gonna actually happen. So, and if you say it off of that, then you don't even know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the
think
reason
that
I
this
stayed
is gonna
off
be
of them.
dope as shit. This is gonna be one of the best.
They dropped
and I'll say
32
now,
yesterday?
One of the best games of
That
of
game
the
was so
year.
fire.
Yeah, let's go.
Like Wimby's been going crazy.
That'll work.
And we get motorcycle gameplay, do we? No way. No freaking. Oh shit! He just did a double kill with that shit.
Where are those mutants?
Where are those mutants?
Where's the second?
Oh my god, the voice actor they have for him is so good.
Nice.
Weather Wizard is a perfect choice.
Wolverine X or whatever. Wolverine X-Men Origins. Or X-Men Wolverine Origins? Origin Wolverine X-Men? What?
Get out of my way!
Bam!
Just kicks him off of it. He's an animal.
I didn't really see him heal.
You're mine.
Who the fuck is this guy from Cyberpunk, bro? Atom Smasher looking motherfucker. The fuck? Fight back!
Feel free.
Wait, he doesn't die? You just heal up? I feel like.
Yep.
Wait, do you die after that happening twice, or is that like a you just never die feature? Do you not ever die in this game?
You can.
You just have no death streak? That would be really funny. Honestly, God, that would.
Nah, that rage meter is a free redstone.
Oh, Final Destination his ass. What the fuck? Yo. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That was smart. Okay, I said 8 out of 10, right? This shit is a 9 out of 10. This shit is as fuck. This shit is dope.
Oh, we gotta write the salvage for at least 1 second, bro. We just got to.
The gore, too? Really good. He has a battle damage, too. No, that shit's great.
Lock it.
I'm Wolverine.
Oh! Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck to the yeah, bro. That shit was dope. Are you kidding me? That was some of the coolest shit ever. 1000%. Whoa.
Sabertooth.
I missed a few things here. After this point. Okay. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to pause it right then and there, but that was pretty fucking perfect. My bad. Who the fuck was that guy? Okay.
Yeah, I said the exact same thing.
That's what I'm going for in my life. I mean, like, I'm not trying to, like, say anything weird, right? But, like, perfect hair. Perfect hair symmetry on it. Nah, this is cool. Was that Mystique? Right there? Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Exactly.
Literally, I mean, like, dude, no joke.
Like, bruh.
That shot right there. Yo, that shit getting me giddy. No, I just got chills in my body. Chill. They got the X with the mask on. Chills down my spine. Nah, they cooked. They cooked in a disgusting way. In the most disgusting way, man.
Exactly.
You see that? Hang on, I think I'm in the way.
They got the Wolverine mixed in with the Logan reference, bro. It's hard.
It's just. I mean. Oh, Gun? Is that what his name is? Is that what his name is? My bad. I mean. Did you not see that shit? Nah, man, I'm gonna start tearing up if I see that shit. Phenomenal. I actually want to pause back at that scene when he was fucked up. What's going on there? He looked out. Wolverine
He looked like he cooks.
Like, just disintegrated.
Exactly.
Like, holy crap. That must be a brutal moment for him. Again, these shots are crazy. I don't know who was like the director or whatever. Nah, they popped off.
They need to give him. Hey, I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Okay, Mega Red. Mystique. Popping off. I don't know what she was doing. Jean Grey.
Got Sentinels.
On God, that looks like Deadpool, bro. When I saw that on Twitter, that's one thing I saw. I was like, whoa, what is Deadpool? Is that Deadpool? What is, does he have his
Bro, everybody's been saying this is Deadpool.
thing? I was like, oh wait, it's a hand. My bad. I'm fucking stupid. But I was like, for like a split second, you see this and you're like, Deadpool? Is this Insomniac's Deadpool? 8 years into Wolverine's career. 300 years into Wolverine's career. Sabretooth? Oh shit, I just realized, yeah, this was Sabretooth. I didn't even realize that I saw that. Damn!
Some folks can't wait to die.
They made him more animalistic. Like,
I love his hair. I like that they kept it long. I like that they kept like the barbaric.
yeah.
I know it's the hand. I'm sorry, guys. But I love how they kept this barbaric type of look for I guess like a more animalistic look for Sabretooth instead of like the shave down head and like you know the little claws. Yeah. September 15th.
Yep.
Holy shit! When is that? That's like another. It's like another 3 months, dude. That's like right around the corner. Holy crap!
Bro, there's so much dropping in September.
I'm locked.
GTA 6 has scared everybody.
I am going. I think I might have already pre-ordered it, but whew, day one for sure. I will say that for sure. This looks really good. There's a lot of things that I like about this. That little at the very end too, where he's like, this the whole montage of shit. It's just so good, bro.
Yeah.
And the music is also banger.
Dun,
It
dun, dun,
almost
dun,
sounds like they're
dun,
trying to
dun,
like
dun,
kind of
dun.
do a little motif of the what the fuck of the you know X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
But oh my god, just all of this makes me so excited. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see all of it all in one motion. I gotta figure out a way to live stream it too. But it looks just freaking banger. Just looks like a freaking banger game. Just looks like fun, violent, fucking, you know, Wolverine has little one-liners here and there. You got other X-Men characters that you get to explore. Like, Insomniac feels like they're actually doing exactly what they did for Spider-Man. Which, honestly, Spider-Man was, I wouldn't say harder to do, but I would say that Spider-Man was definitely a lot more, he was already kind of just overused. He's been saturated. So for them to do what they did and make it really, really good is something that's, it can be, you know, looked at as an achievement. This, I think they're doing the same thing. They're going to take that X-Men universe and make everybody know exactly what it is. So let's go ahead and watch this gameplay here. They knew I wanted to watch this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. He reacted to the Laufey trailer. Alright, you said NBA The Run next. We're gonna react to that, and then after that, I'm pretty much gonna chill. Bro, today's stream has been really good, bro. I like it. Hold on, bro. NBA The Run. Alright, the live trailer. Hold up. And you have T Martin playing it. Hold on a minute. Gonna react to this. And on top of that, I have to get some food, but we're gonna react to this real quick.
We're back, baby. Come on, we here, we deliver it. We got you.
Hold on a minute. I see some NBA ballers in there. Hold on.
We got you. You want to be outside in legendary courts? We got you. You are not ready for this. We're slipping and sliding, switching.
Okay, hold on a minute. This looks clean.
And Brock shocking your rookie status. All of that fire. We back, yo, better than ever. NBA, The Run. I gotta catch my breath. Out now.
Nah, that looks clean. That looks clean. That looks clean. That looks clean. Nah, that looks clean. Hold on, let me go back a few. Let me go back a few minutes. Hold on a minute. I know back at least one. I saw something in there. Hold on.
Yo, rookie status. All of that fire. We back, yo, better than ever. NBA, The Run. I gotta catch my breath. Out now.
Hold on, let me see. Hold up. Let me see this real quick. Hold up.
Sliding, switching edition, rocking and rock shocking your rookie status. All of that fire. We back, yo, better than ever. NBA, The Run. I gotta catch my breath.
Okay. Okay. That's fire. That's fire. I see Kyrie in there. Well, let's go back to the channel real quick. We gotta see this for a second. Did they really just announce Kingdom Hearts? Hold on a minute. Did they really just announce this? Oh, that's the collection. Oh, for a second I thought they released the game. Alright, I think... No, that's just... let's see what else they drop. Wow, this finally gets a release date? There were a launch. I forgot this game. I forgot the boys trigger warning even existed. Got the Persona 6 trailer, Fabled. I think that's, I'm pretty sure that's everything. I saw this already. I saw this already too. Modern Warfare 4, and I'm probably gonna end up getting it regardless. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think, yeah, we reacted to everything, I think. Yeah, I think we reacted to everything. I think that we reacted to everything. I'm not sure. Hold up. Was there anything else for Wolverine? Because, like, we already reacted to Evan's video, too. Reacted to Evan, reacted to Witty. We already did a Wolverine take. Yeah, I think that's everything that, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Now, unfortunately, I gotta go get some food. This has been a W stream today. I'm pretty sure that I will be back. I'm not sure. Well, dang. Of course I'm, well, dang. I can't really say anything. But, other than that, I will be making a video tomorrow, so I probably might stream, probably might not. But, like, I'll let you guys know. Wait, quick question before I go. Do you guys want me to play Jedi Survivor, or do you guys want me to, I'm trying to think. Do you guys want me to play Jedi Survivor, or, do you guys want me to play Uncharted? Because I still have Watch Dogs. I tried to see if Watch Dogs will work yesterday, because I have it for my PC, and it wouldn't work. Because like, I could play Uncharted on Crushing again. Jedi? Okay, got you. I'll do Jedi. Alright, we'll do Jedi. But I gotta get some food. This has been a W stream, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.